Hey, what is up, guys? This is Adventurous Hippie Guy here again. I think I just filmed 2 videos, or 1 video that's 2 parts, I guess. And one of those is uploading right now, but figured I could get on and talk a little bit more. Instead of going uphill the whole way, I turned around on this trail, and now I'm going slightly downhill. So maybe I won't be quite as winded. Boy, having asthma is great, I tell you what. Yeah, what are my goals for now? Immediate goals. I'm gonna start eating better. Fucking turn it down a notch on the alcohol. Hopefully quit altogether. That'd be great. And be more physically active. That sounds good to me. I have a habit of getting lazy. I've had depression since I was like little, like elementary school maybe. And that's of course affected my energy levels. And yeah, it doesn't make it easy to often get the motivation to go walk outside. But every time I do afterwards, I always feel really good. I'm always just like, wow, I'm glad I did that. Just felt energy and feel like my blood's flowing good and I'm clean and happy and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's it's good. I enjoy walking, but I need to do it more. I guess everybody could do that. Do more of something or do less of something. That's a pretty standard thing to want to do. But yeah, those are basically my immediate goals. Be healthier, and yeah, I need to quit drinking. Oh gosh, my back. Anyways, since those are my immediate goals, my long-term goals, like I said, I'm trying to get a job at Grand Teton National Park. I haven't been there. I've been to Yellowstone, but I have not been to Grand Teton yet. I wanted to go forever, though. I just think those 2 are really cool parks. Hopefully you guys can see me decently. I know the sun's not too great. But yeah, I gotta do that. And I like to work the season, and I kind of want to be different, like, than how I normally behave in social settings. Like, in the past, I've usually been pretty shy. I'm just like kind of sitting there like a wallflower, just not talking to anybody, hands in my pockets, like all scrunched up. And I think opening up and just like showing people like how I am and not giving a damn so much, that's something I'd really like to do. Like, instead of like not talking to anybody and waiting for friends to like try to come to me, I will start taking the initiative. I want to start like just going up to people I think are cool and like introducing myself and being like, hey dude, let's hang out after work. Because that's how you make friends. I've made a friend that way once or twice before. But I want to make as many friendships as I could, or as I'd want. I want to meet new people, because I'm so tired of being cooped up in the house. That's why I left home. One of the reasons why I left home. Now that I'm out of the house, nobody's gonna care, or nobody really has to say anymore, like, of how I live my own life. So, since that's the case, I'm gonna live it the way I want to. And I have a pretty good idea of some goals I'd like to accomplish for myself. And I want to do so many cool things that I really hope I get the chance to do. So I'm going to take the initiative. I want to go out there and get it, man. I want to do it. I want to do the things things that I want to do the way I want to do them. Not think about what anybody else thinks or says or might think or say. Yeah. I am responsible for my own self. And it's kind of a good feeling. Like, yeah. Thus far, I'm enjoying it. I don't know, just the day I left home, I was actually in a pretty good mood, like despite like being at my grandfather's funeral, rest in peace. I got to like see my sister again, and had my buddy with me, and like the whole family was there. We had some good food and stuff. Oh, it's starting to rain. I might want to wrap this up quick, maybe, I don't know. I do got a poncho in case I need it. Yeah. But it was nice to see, like, at least some of the family that I enjoy being around. It was nice to see them. So, everybody else can go bite it. No, I'm kidding. No, you gotta love your family, but there's a difference between loving and just tolerating somebody. Alright, enough of me talking smack about a very select few family members I have. But yeah, I am glad that I got out of that mess. Should have done it way sooner. In 2019, when I moved to Montana, it was a good learning experience, but of course I got like sick and I had to come home, lost my job, the house, and I was like literally starving myself to death almost because I just couldn't eat anything. But I often think about how things would have been different if I was able to stay and I didn't come home. I think things might not have been as good, but then I'd still be, out on the road doing what I wanted to do. Things would have definitely been more complicated. And I have had time to reflect on what happened in my journeys to Montana. The whole year of 2020. It's a reflection year for me. So, did what I could. I reflected. I checked the time on my camera. And I think I did learn some lessons from that. How important it is to take care of yourself. And that maybe I should rethink the way I was doing things. Like, I was living in an apartment. It was nice. I had roommates. Couldn't stand any of them. I hated them. Hate's a strong word, but I dreaded coming home. Even with how much I hated working there at that job I had. Because my roommates were always like screaming and fighting and just being ridiculous all the time. So yeah, I didn't like my roommates, and anyways, like I was trying to say a second ago before I went out of breath, yeah, I hated my roommates, hated my job, hated my house, hated my overly expensive, ridiculous car that was a horrible financial mistake. Don't own a German car, by the way, unless you got thousands upon thousands to throw in the garbage. That's about what they're worth, in my opinion. But now, I've learned from that situation. I've got a better car, more fuel-efficient, economic car that I think is really cool, and it's served me well this far. I love this car. I'm thankful for this car. I don't have roommates. Well, it's possible that I will get some if I go to Grand Teton. But now I don't have no roommates, nobody to bother me. And currently not working, but I have enough money to hold myself over until I get a job. Not too worried about it. Yeah. And like I was saying, like, I'm away from my hometown where I felt kind of claustrophobic. I felt like, I don't know, everybody that I knew, whether they're like some people I'm related to, people I'm friends with, people I have been friends with, like, everybody's just like not doing anything. They're working at a factory, have a small house, or a dog, or a girlfriend, or whatever. If that. Some of them are just like how I was, like still living at home because 2020 screwed us all for a little bit. But yeah, it's like, do I really want to be around these people that aren't growing or are not encouraging me to grow? Do I really want that? Honestly, like for myself, would I be comfortable with being fixated, my roots in the ground, but no growth? And that's a question I've been trying to answer for myself for the past couple of years, actually. All along, I really knew the answer, though. That I didn't want to be that. I wanted to do new things and experience new things and be a different person and grow. I feel more comfortable trying to grow right now, being here in the woods. No job, just be a little bit of savings. This feels more, it feels like it gives me more life. That I'm here and I'm like putting myself through new situations, and this is a rinky-dink little bridge. My foot almost went through. Putting myself through new situations because I want to go through them, or because I have to go through them to do something else. I'm really enjoying the challenge. Like, I don't like things being the same way forever. I want to mix things up every now and then, you know, just do something different. Get rained on in the woods in South Dakota. That's probably my sign to head back down the mountain here in a few. But I could not stand doing that anymore. Because my options were to make 15, 20 bucks an hour in a factory, work like 80 to 100 hours a week, and hate myself for it, have no time to barely even eat or sleep. And you'd probably have to choose one or the other. But I do that. I might be able to afford a small apartment, a car, maybe some food. Or do I want to be out here floating like a leaf on the wind, kind of free, able to do what I want to do? Like right now, I could be like, I'm going to go back down to Colorado for a few days. I could do it. It'd be no problem. And just kind of like be free, float on the wind like a leaf or something. I don't know, like, ever since I considered like van life, since I watched the first video by Bob Wells on YouTube, I was always thinking like, dude, like, I don't know, I think this guy's right. And I'd been thinking about it every day. Like, I think about this van life, nomad, traveling, you know, new experience. Ever since I watched that first video, I'd been thinking about this every day, like nonstop. Unless I was sick or dying, then I would take a day off from thinking about it. But I just immediately became fixated on this. I'm just like, I get to travel, I get to live cheap, I get to not work as much, only when I need to, and get to meet new people, do new things. Yeah, this sounds way better than the other option, than option A. And I think it's been close to 2 weeks now, but I'm already like, I feel at home right now. Like, I don't know, like, it would be nice to have a little puppy to come chill out with me, but it'd be another thing to worry about. Maybe if I get a larger vehicle one day. Yeah, I'd like to put a nicotine pouch in. Yeah, I'd like to get these jobs at parks and stuff, save up what money I can, which will be most of it, because the housing there is cheap, and the food's cheap, and everything else is discounted, so I don't have to spend money unless I really like need to. Within the next year or two, maybe summer of 2020 or fall of 2022, next year, I'd hope to, be able to buy like a minivan or like an Astro van or like an old work truck or work van, something like a little bigger to sleep in. Like, I've been considering those like Toyota Siennas, because I know Toyota to be a reliable car manufacturer, and it'd have plenty of space for me. I could build it out really quick, and I've already got most of the stuff I'd need. Relatively fuel efficient too, so that is another goal of mine. In the course of doing this whole van life, it's not even van life. I don't live in a van yet. This nomad stuff, I would eventually like to upgrade to a van, or even like a little truck with a little truck bed top on it. Those cool things. That way I could have a little bit more space and comfortability, if I can talk. And if I could raise the suspension, I can get to even more cool places to camp. Because I'm always worrying about my little Honda bottoming out, which it has a couple times. A little scary. But after that, I'll continue to do the nomad stuff. Continue to be a nomad. Work park jobs, travel, meet new people and stuff. And I'll do that for as long as I feel like I want to. I feel like there might be like a season or two I might want to take off to go do something, or maybe travel to Europe or Asia or something. But I could feel myself doing it for a while if I really enjoy it. Maybe several years. It could be my thing. But I think eventually, like later on in my life, at some point, another one of my big serious goals is to buy a piece of land, do some permaculture, do some just like growing my own food, helping the environment. If the land is drier, I'll make swells to catch the water in. I want to live off the land that I have, grow my own food, harvest rainwater, solar, that sort of stuff. Maybe have chickens. I don't know. Keep far away from my house though, because they smelly. That is true. Yep, that's the long-term goal as far as I've gotten. Who knows about being married or having kids? I don't like kids. They're loud, they're noisy, they're annoying, they're expensive to take care of. It's like I better have like a great fucking job to do that. So I'm not uninterested. I don't even know about being married either, but who knows? Time shows all paths. Yada yada yada. Hippie this, Buddha that. God, I'm so bad. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Life's good. Things are good. I'm happy. This video is going on 20 minutes almost. I'm probably gonna have like 4 or 5 videos to post just today. So that'll be fun. Might upload more tomorrow. Might take a break, but I like doing videos. It gives me something to do. I go on a hike and film and talk to the camera. I don't know, it's kind of fun. And I couldn't do that at home before because I'd start speaking into my camera at home, and everybody would like, I'd hear people like come, like put their ear on my door, knock on my door, like, who are you talking to in there? Like, for God's sake, dude. It was, anyhow, yeah. I'm doing this. I like doing it. I have more freedom to do it now. And except for when a random stranger comes on the trail, and I have to awkwardly look away and pause the camera for a minute. I don't see anybody yet though, so that's good. Yeah, life is looking up. It really is. A few months ago, I was thinking every day, I'm like, I gotta get out of here, gotta get out of here. Now I'm out here. Things are pretty good. I'm enjoying myself. So there's one thing, like a little piece of advice I might give to anybody. Like, if you feel like your life's not going the right way, maybe choose a different path. Like, I'm currently on this path. This one's made of dirt. Yeah, try something different, mix things up a little bit, and you might find something that suits you better. Not everybody's the same. People have different needs and wants in their lives.